Do you need help choosing the perfect area in Raleigh based on your specific needs? Well, we're going to cover 3 areas that surround the heart of Raleigh. Then we're going to check out a neighborhood by the Raleigh-Durham Airport. Now, if you're new to me in this YouTube channel, we talk about everything you need to know about Raleigh, North Carolina. So make sure to hit the subscribe and the bell so you don't miss out. But also, if you are looking to relocate here, I am a licensed realtor, so don't forget to reach out. In this series, I'll be covering factors that you should consider, like housing options, amenities, proximity to key attractions, schools in the area, and of course, safety. Remember, choosing the right area to live in Raleigh is essential to a positive living experience. So be sure to watch the full video to ensure you are going to be making an informed decision. First stop, we'll be checking out Mordecai, which is a neighborhood that surrounds William Peace University. This neighborhood is a great place to live for people who want to be close to downtown Raleigh, but also want to feel like they're living in a small town. This is an area where you're going to primarily find single-family homes, but you still will have shops, businesses, and restaurants that you can definitely go travel to. In addition to that, what are some of the things that you can do in the area? Well, there is a park that is nearby, but let's just say that's not something you're interested in or something that you need. There is, of course, the North Carolina Museum of Art and the Museum of Natural Sciences. As you can tell, there's a ton of new museums, and of course, the state capitol, which you can go and just take a stroll through. Now let's take a quick trip to 5 Points. And I say quick because the area we just discussed, Mordecai, and 5 Points are literally 5 minutes within each other. However, 5 Points is 2 miles north of downtown Raleigh, and it is named for the 5-point intersection of Glenwood Ave. If you don't know what Glenwood Ave, please mark that down because that is a major road here. However, 5 Point is also a home of a number of parks, including 5 Point Parks, Fred Fletcher Park, and also this neighborhood is home to a numerous amount of historic homes, as well as restaurants, shops, and businesses. Now you're probably wondering what kind of homes are you going to find in this area. You're primarily going to find single family homes, but you still will have condos and townhomes. Besides all that, don't forget this is a historical area, so you're going to have more of an older feel, which leads me to want to talk about the movie theater that still looks old and is still significant and is still standing to this day. If you didn't know about those 2 neighborhoods, this is exactly why you must reach out and share with me a few things about what it is you're looking for, what's your lifestyle like, what do you need to be close by, because then we can find that area for you. So you see that number that is popping up right there, make sure to use it. Give me a call, shoot me a text, email, dare and I heck maybe even on the weekends, and let's talk about what it is that you're looking for to find that area for you and maybe find a gem that you had no idea existed. As we progress, moving on to the next neighborhood, historic Oakwood is north of downtown Raleigh, and this is a neighborhood where it's definitely for sure walkable. You're actually gonna have a number of parks, restaurants, shops that you can attend to if you don't want to travel too far. And this is a popular destination area for a lot of tourists because a lot of tourists do check out the Oakwood Cemetery. The type of homes that you find in this area is going to be single family homes, and because this is a historic area, you're going to have a lot of 20th century homes, Victorian homes, so get ready for that. If that is something that you do, you like that taste, then you could definitely look into the historic Oakwood again. And I almost forgot to mention, for those individuals that love to read, this is an area that does have a library nearby. Moving on to speak about Briar Creek, and before I speak a little bit more about the area and stuff, I do want to share a little story with you guys because Briar Creek area is the first place that I was ever exposed to when I moved to North Carolina back in 2018. Don't get me wrong though, I believe this is a great place, especially the fact that it's developed and has a little bit more of when I was there in comparison to what it is there now. Now this is an area that is really close to Durham, you're going to be really close to Chapel, and you still have quick accessibility. I'm talking like 15 minutes to downtown Raleigh. Now that was one of the big reasons why I chose to be in that area, just because the proximity to everything, including the airport. At that time I was doing a ton of traveling, so it was really helpful to be within 5 minutes of the airport. Now some of you may be actually concerned like, well, I'm going to be extremely close to the airport, which means you're probably going to hear the airplanes periodically. Yes, you probably will, but it did not bother me. I was not really frustrated with that in itself. So, well, that's something you could definitely take into consideration to see if the Briar Creek area is for you. But enough about my story. Let's go really take a look to see what the area is all about. As mentioned, Briar Creek is located near the Raleigh-Durham Airport and the Research Triangle Park. So if you're looking to work in that area, you'll be really close to it. But this is an area that also it has a ton of shopping, restaurants, and one big shopping center, a place that people go to, is the Briar Creek Commons, which you're gonna have all your big shop, your big names all in that store. So don't worry about having to go anywhere outside of that place if you're looking to do a ton of shopping. Then you can be sure to, of course, attend some of the parks that they do have in the area. And now if you're thinking about the homes, what kind of homes are there? You're primarily going to have townhomes and condos or apartments. And single family does exist. I will say it exists more in the country clubs that they have. The Briar Creek Country Club, that's the official name of it, which is actually an 18-hole golf course built by Arnold Palmer. If those 4 areas did not pique your interest at all, that is perfectly fine. Let's hear it in the comments below what area you're interested in hearing more about. But you also can go ahead and check out the video I have tagged up above, which I covered a few other areas that you could potentially check out. But with all that being said, let's go check out the schools in the area and how safe is it? So here we are on School Digger, and we're going to go ahead and check out what's going on with the schooling in Mordecai. I always like to reference this website, School Digger, just because it lays it all out for you. And I don't want to get too granular, but there is one private school. You can see elementary, high school there as well. So a little bit of what's going on over there in that area. And let's go ahead and check out 5 Points as well while we are in the area. And so you can see, I mean, just not so much going on there. So 5 Points here. Mordecai is right over here. And the next one we had on our list was historic Oakwood, which we're going to go ahead and travel to right here. Let's go ahead and go do that. I'm just trying to locate it on this map because, again, there we go. It doesn't really give it to me just simply, but Oakwood in this area. But again, not too many houses. Not too many schools in that area in itself. You could see it's way more. As I mentioned, it's a single family area, and I mean it's closed off, historical. Nothing goes in, nothing comes out, but there is a high school here, and if you guys want more information on like the ranking of it, you guys can definitely do your own personal research. But here is what School Digger has as their ranking down here to give you a little bit more information on that. Now let's go ahead and take a trip to Briar Creek. Let's get out of here a little bit because Briar Creek is a little further. It's a whole different area than what this provides to you. Oh, come on. There we go. So here's the Briar Creek area for you, and you guys now can kind of see and get a feel of what's going on within the schooling. Now let's go ahead and check out Spot Crime, which gives you a little bit more of an understanding of what's going on. I believe personally, I think it's giving you an idea of what's going on at the moment, just because if you were to click one of these, it shares with you a little bit more detail of when it happened, what happened, and so on and so forth. But let's go ahead and check out Mordecai. And let me throw this down, put my guy a little bit down, and there we go. So you can kind of see what's happening around Mordecai. I'll go ahead and do it again so we can kind of see what's going on at 5 Points. And the reason why I do this is because I always get the question, what's the crime like in the area, Ronnie? To be honest, I don't know. I can't even speak on it, to be honest with you guys. It's something that I'm just not obligated. I don't have the information on it. And now we need historic Oakwood, which is over here. Somewhere over here. Where are you? There we go. Historic Oakwood. You guys can see what's going on there. And last but not least, the Briar Creek area. Let's go take this trip. There we go. Zoom in a bit so you guys can see this is, of course, the Briar Creek area. And there you have it. Let's see if I do it again. Boom. So now you guys are able to see, again, use these resources to your disposal. Again, Spot Crime and School Digger. Spot Crime I usually reference to help individuals. Whenever someone does have a question about crime, I say, hey, go check out Spot Crime and see what's going on. That's probably going to be your best friend. If you want to know what schooling is like in that area, go check out School Digger. They're going to give you a little bit more information on that end. There you have it. Now, just as much as I enjoy making these videos for you guys, I am a licensed realtor here and would love nothing more but the opportunity to assist you on any of your relocation needs. So that number that is popping up right there, make sure to give me a call, shoot me a text, email, day or night, heck, maybe even on the weekends. Always remember one thing. I got your back in this market.